What's up, y'all? So I bought a new vehicle. I'm going to show you that vehicle in today's video. I'm going to talk about that vehicle, why I bought this vehicle. I bought it for kayak fishing, but why I bought this one for kayak fishing. And I'm going to talk about like what I plan to do with it, and what type of trailer I'm kind of thinking about. I'm not sure on what type of trailer actually, so maybe some of you all can help me below, comment below what you recommend, what you're thinking, what you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm also going to tell you why I haven't uploaded in almost 2 weeks. That's only happened one other time for me on this channel, and that's because both times were when I got sick. And so I'm going to talk about all that. So let's just talk about why I haven't uploaded real quick. So I haven't uploaded in almost 2 weeks because I got strep throat, and I got it bad. I was stuck in the bed. I mean, I was whooped. I felt like that thing was gonna kill me. So that's what was going on with me. And last time that I got sick, I told myself, like, I am going to always film videos, always have some videos filmed. So if I get sick and I don't have the energy to go film stuff, I can at least edit what I already have. And so I did that, but then I got sick and I was just too tired. I had no energy. I couldn't even edit. And I actually had really bad headaches. So I filmed about 4 or so videos before I got sick, and then I couldn't edit them because I was just too sick. So those videos will be coming up shortly on the channel. Now that I have the energy to edit them, I will be cranking those bad boys out. I believe I already mentioned the winner of the giveaway, the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and he knows who he is, and because I've already talked to him, and that reel is already in the mail. All right, now let's talk about this. Well, I will say this: if you don't know, when we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do another giveaway. So might want to stay tuned for that, and might want to hit that subscribe button. All right, so now, what vehicle did I get? Alright, so for me, the best vehicle to get is something that's good on gas, can tow. I'm in a parking lot, so there's actually someone that's messing with stuff out here. They're collecting the carts. And I'm in a grocery parking lot. Publix. Those of you in Florida know what a Publix is. But, so I wanted something that's good on gas, something that towed like at least 1,200 pounds, something that can tow something, because I don't need to tow a lot of weight. I just need to be able to tow a small trailer that I can put my 100-pound kayak on the back. I don't need to tow a ton of weight. So I'm like, all right, I just need something that can tow like at least 1,200 pounds, and I want to buy brand new, and that's what I did. Bought brand new, and I wanted something that has a good warranty. And so I also wanted space. I wanted there to have some space, but at the same time, I'm like, I could configure my trailer in a way that, I have boxes on my trailer and I can carry extra stuff in that. So I'm like, the space thing, maybe that's not the most important thing. And yeah. So what did I get? I got me a Toyota Corolla. What? Yep, I got me a Toyota Corolla all black. I've always wanted an all black vehicle ever since I was little. Black vehicle, black tinted out windows. We don't have tints on the windows yet. I'm not really in a rush to get that. I might actually do the tints myself. But yeah, they told me the price of tints, and I was like, no. but that was at a Toyota dealership. I mean, they're crazy priced. And so we got a brand new Toyota Corolla, and we're gonna do a lot of fishing missions with this bad boy. And so let me talk about what I want to do. Well, actually, let me talk about the warranty real quick, because I bought this for $17,000, brand new. So the price, oh yeah, price was a major part of the thing. I was actually looking at Kia Souls because they're small SUVs. They're kind of like cars. They're really not that big. They look bigger in pictures than they do in person. This Corolla, I swear, has more space in it than the dang Kia Soul, and it's not that spacey, but that Kia Soul is tiny. And so we were gonna buy a Kia Soul, me and my wife, and we were looking at it. We even sat down and do the paperwork and stuff like that, and they added on all these extra fees, and the total price came out to like over 20 grand. And it was like we're like telling them, like, dude, we're not paying these prices. Like, you need to give us your best price, or we're just not buying. Like, we're not paying 20 something thousand dollars for a Kia Soul, and their warranty isn't bad. And that's why I was like, okay, this has towing capacity. It's kind of like an SUV. You can lift the back. I can see myself putting stuff in there, and I'm like, oh, I could see this being a fishing mobile. And but they wouldn't come. They kept saying they weren't gonna let us leave. Little car salesman pitches and stuff like that. And then they're like, well, right now you're getting it for less than we paid for it. And it's like, all right, dude. Like, dude, I used to be a realtor. Like, I mean, which is, a little more respectable than a car salesman. And it's definitely different than a car salesman. But I'm aware of what, he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there going, like, dude, you have to give us your best deal, or like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not baloneying you. Oh, we're already getting it for less than we pay for it. And I'm like, we're out of here. Like, and so we actually know someone that works at the Toyota place, and my wife got her RAV4 for crazy cheap. I think we paid for her RAV4 like 20 grand. Like, we didn't pay squat. Like, and they didn't add on anything. Like, we got it like with like the low price. And so we just went back to Toyota, and then I got this for 17 grand. And I mean, with putting the tag and everything on it, it ended up being more. But 17 grand for the car. And just, it doesn't get cheaper than that. Like, you can't even find this for that cheap, online and stuff. So we got a crazy good deal on this, just like we did for the RAV4. So I mean, I didn't have the budget to go get a Toyota Tacoma or something. You know what I mean? So this is, I mean, I couldn't imagine having a vehicle this nice for 17 grand. So really happy about the purchase. And what's great about the warranties on these Toyota Corollas is it's like 100,000 miles. Like, they cover like everything. And then like the major stuff, the major problems with the vehicle, they cover for the lifetime of the vehicle. But I think they only do that with like the first owner. So if I have this vehicle to 250,000 miles and then something goes wrong with it, I don't know that I will, but and something goes wrong with it that's like serious, like, they will replace it. So like, you can't beat that. Like, no one does that. Like, companies used to do that back in the day. They used to back their products. Nowadays you can't even get people to like, protect little things on the vehicle up to 100,000 miles. Like, if the paint chips on this thing, they fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do. Like, anything goes wrong with the vehicle, they hook you up. So I mean, that's why I wanted new. I wanted new with a warranty, and I don't think there's a better warranty than the Toyota warranty. And I'm the type of guy that I'm not like tied down to one product. Like, I use all types of different baits, all types of different rods, all types of different reels. That might change in the future if I'm lucky enough to get sponsored by a good company. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to accept a sponsorship from a small company, not a small company, a bad company, I should say, just because I'm not going to use junky products and tell you they're good, you know. But I will say this, I'm probably going to be a Toyota person for life because, I mean, you just can't beat this. And it tows 1,500 pounds. 1,500 pounds. So I don't need to tow more than 1,500 pounds. I'm just going to put a small kayak on the back of this bad boy. That's it. I'm just going to put a small kayak on the back of here with a trailer. So I still need to get a trailer hitch added onto this. Most of the time when you buy those trailer hitches and stuff, they're like $100. But because people don't really put trailer hitches on a Toyota Corolla, it's like a custom thing, and it's a 2021. It's a brand new Toyota Corolla. Toyota Corolla. It's a brand new. They don't have it like mainstream, so it's actually kind of expensive. So I'm about to buy the hitch, and I was gonna put it on myself because you just have to, bolt down a couple bolts, and then run some electric to the lights, that sort of deal. That's really all you have to do. It's not too difficult. I'm not a mechanic, but even I can do that kind of stuff. And I know tons of mechanics and engineers and stuff like that. So, but if I didn't feel up to it, but I can do that. I can put a trailer hitch on. But I don't know how that works with the warranty, putting a trailer on it. Like I might have to pay the extra money for U-Haul to install it, versus me doing it myself to just cover my butt in case something goes wrong with it. I'd love to save the money and just do it myself, but if that's the case, I might be paying someone else to do it just to cover me in case something ever happened. And so I need to get a hitch, so probably be ordering that in the near future. And I already have these seats. I don't know if you can tell. They're all black, these seat covers. They have green stripes on them, and the green glows in the dark. I got the lights on in here. It doesn't glow like, wow. You know what I mean? It just glows a little bit. But they're nice seat covers, tough, durable. I go fishing all the time. So I'm hopping in this vehicle with junk on me, and so it helps a lot. And I got these really cool diamond plate, super thick mats down at my feet, so if I'm getting muddy and stuff like that, I can wear and tear on those bad boys and not the bottom of the car. So a couple little things I've already added. You can't tell, it's too dark in here. I wanted to film this at night so you could see the little Toyota thing come up on the screen. And yeah, but I got the back seat out. I took the back seat out, the top of the back seat, I should say, not the bottom. The top of the back seat is gone. And I'm actually going to make a bed in here. And I've already stretched out and seen there's enough space. That trunk is big and the back seat area is big that I can lay with my feet at the back of the trunk and then all the way to the back of the passenger seat. I have enough space to lay there. So if I build a platform that just goes there for a bed, and I bring a big cushion and put it on top of that, and I bring that with me on the road, I can camp in my car. We can do some camping trips. Say I drive to Tallahassee, Florida. I've gone to Tallahassee, Florida twice, and I'm like, man, I'd really like to fish this place better. You know what I mean? I'd like to go to one of the good fishing spots or good lakes and fish it. But it takes me 3.5, 4 hours to get there, and if I get a late start, I end up having 4 hours to fish. You know what I mean? And so I think what would be cool is if I camped in my vehicle, I went up there and I just spent those 4 hours just going around a lake that I've never been around before, and just kind of figuring it out and going, oh, okay, it's shallow over here. Oh, there's a bunch of vegetation over here. Oh, okay, there's a bunch of this, there's a bunch of that. Okay. And kind of put a game plan together. And then the next day, bright and early, I wake up from sleeping in the vehicle and I can just fish all day on that lake. And I think that would be awesome. And put together a good fishing video. Because I went out to Tallahassee twice. The first time I caught a fish as it got dark, and that was the only fish I caught out there. And I had no idea where I was going. The second time, I still had no idea where I was going. I was just pond hopping place to place, and I ended up finding a pond at the end, right before it got dark, and I ended up catching, I think, a bunch of fish. But I caught them last minute though, so like that trip could have been a waste. You know what I mean? I got lucky. So I think if we do this, we're able to stay the night, and then so I could fish that whole day and then drive back that night, and I think that would be cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be like, going across the country, sleeping in a car. I don't know about all that. I mean, I'd be up for a trip or two, maybe a year, like not like across the country, but like, I don't know, like as far up North Carolina, or from Florida. It's like you can drive up there, within a day, and it's no problem. Like, I'm from Maryland. I don't know if I'd go that far north. You know what I mean? And, well, one rod, one reel's up there. Unless he wants to fish with me, then I'm going. But that's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, so that's what I got going on. So I'm gonna be pimping this out, making it like that I can camp in it. It's gonna be a camping car, and we're gonna have a trailer on the back that I can put my kayak on. So I was gonna buy brand new. I was gonna buy a brand new kayak trailer, or a trailer that's small that I can make into a kayak trailer. And then I was like, I don't know if that's the best option, because I'm not too far. I'm kind of in a suburban area. That's where I live these days. And I'm not too far from the country, though. It's kind of an odd place where I live. It's very, like, my small town suburban area is very, a lot of northerners live here. So it's very suburban and very different. Like, you go 10 minutes that way, 10 minutes that way, and it's like rednecks and super country and stuff like that. And some of my wife's family lives out there, and I go out there sometimes, and I see people selling John boats and trailers and stuff like that for super cheap and stuff like that on the side of the road or back in some of these country neighborhoods and stuff. So part of me is like, well, I don't know, maybe I should buy used, because I might, like, so if I go and buy a trailer and it costs me $600 brand new, dude, I might be able to find a deal for $600. I might be able to find someone out here in the sticks, down here in Florida, that's selling a small John boat with a trolling motor and a trailer, like, for $600. You know what I mean? So, like, so part of me is like, I think I'm gonna be patient, and maybe I'll find a deal, or something. And so I'm not really in a rush to get a trailer. I was in a rush, and then I got sick, because in my head I was like, I want to fish a tournament, a kayak tournament, and there's only 2 left in Kayak Anglers of Florida, and they're gonna be, like, I think they're like in the next month is both of those tournaments. I could be wrong. I haven't even looked it up. But I was thinking, like, I want to get a new car, I want to get a trailer, I want to get this, I want to get that, I want to get all these things, and so I can fish a tournament or two. But I mean, I've had this vehicle for a few weeks, and I have not got a hitch on it yet, and I haven't got a trailer. I'm undecided on that. I do want a trailer that has a little bit of weight so that it rides smoother, and I do want it to be solid, not flimsy. But size of the trailer, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'd like bigger tires, but I don't know. So I'm undecided what I'm doing with a trailer. I might just wait for the right deal, or I might buy a new. Like, there's Harbor Freight trailers, there's Northern Tool, I live next to a Tractor Supply, Rural King. I live near Rural King is near me. There's a lot of places near me that have trailers, sell trailers. So I definitely can buy one new. Lowe's, Home Depot, obviously. And then there's, small companies around me. There's also, like I said, there's tons of used ones that I do come across when I'm not looking for that sort of stuff, all the time. And yeah, so I don't know. Trying to decide. But I don't think I'm going to be in one of these next two tournaments because the next one is Lake Harris, which isn't far from me at all. I live like 45 minutes from Lake Harris, but I've never really fished Lake Harris. So I don't think I would do well in that tournament. And then it's going to be post spawn. Those bass are not going to probably be up shallow, not too many of them. So I need like electronics so I can graph and see where those fish are, out in the water. And I don't have electronics. So then that's another thing I'd have to get by then. So I don't see that happening. Um, Got someone walking by here, Publix employee. So I don't see that happening. I think what I'm gonna do, and then the next tournament after that, it's Lake Ida in South Florida, and like clownfish, clown knife fish, peacock bass, largemouth bass, they're all like part of that tournament. So I'm not sure how they're doing that tournament, but I'm not like, I wouldn't go into a tournament trying to fish for peacocks or clown knife fish. I've never even caught a clown knife fish. So I'm not thinking I'm going to be in that tournament. I think that's a cool idea that they have, but I don't think that's a good idea for my first tournament. So, but I think they're going to start the league up in like November or December. I don't know. I mean, maybe January, but I think they started it earlier this year, this past season, and I think they like that idea from what I've heard, and that they're going to do that again. They're going to start earlier. And so if they start earlier, who knows? Maybe they start in October or something. If they do that, then I'll be ready by October. I'll have all my stuff, ready to go by then for sure. So yeah, I do plan on doing some kayak fishing tournaments with this bad boy right here and the trailer we end up getting and all that. I do plan on doing kayak tournaments, but it's probably going to be the next season of kayak tournaments because there's only 2 tournaments left. In my head, I wanted to do one of these next 2 tournaments. There's actually Rodman tournament that just finished. That's the tournament I really wanted to do, but I couldn't do it. I didn't even have someone's car alarm just went off. I didn't even have a battery for my trolling motor when the Rodman tournament was coming up, so I didn't do that, unfortunately. Oh, that's another thing. I am getting a lithium battery, 100 amp hour. I'm gonna go buy one for the old kayak. So yeah, there's that, and I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to do a lot of things. I might be getting some electronics on that bad boy because if I am going to try to be serious about tournaments, the sooner I get electronics, the better because I got to learn how to use them. I've never used electronics before. I've always been the guy that, take me up shallow and I'll find them. I've done tournaments before and I've consistently done pretty well because I'll figure out a way to catch them. I'll go around and I'll figure out a way. And so that's kind of how I've done it in the past. But, if we're going to be fishing in October, November, and then we're going to be fishing later in the year around now, heck, that might be half the tournaments you're going to need electronics for. So I don't know. I might be needing to learn those bad boys. And so that's in the mix as well. But yeah, Toyota Corolla tows 1,500 pounds. I'm going to make it into a camper. I'm sure I'm forgetting something that I've done to it already. But I like it. And yeah, this is just the beginning of real journey. And we're going to make this bad boy all we need. It's all we need. And it's good on gas. That's the thing. I wanted something good on gas. I didn't want a truck. So even if I couldn't afford a truck. I couldn't afford like a Toyota Tacoma, and those are actually pretty dang affordable. But if I would have got that truck, and then the cost to insure it would have been more. The cost to just because it's more expensive vehicle, and then the cost of gas. So the everyday use, you know, within a year, I'd be spending a lot more money a year. So this was like the cheapest option, and it is, to me, it's a home run. It's just a home run. I'm really happy about this purchase, and yeah, so that's what's going on with me. I was sick, and I bought a vehicle. Well, I bought a vehicle before I got sick, and yeah, so that's what this is. I really like this big screen. It also has a huge backup camera. This huge screen here. How big is this screen, dude? I mean, shoot, that's got to be like, I think they do screens from corner to corner. That might be 10-inch screen. I don't know. I gotta Google what size screen I have, but it's a big screen. And so when you're backing up, you know, it shows everything behind you. That could be interesting when you're backing up at the boat ramp. That could be interesting. That could be good, because I'm the type of person, like, I can drive. I'm a good driver. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, I am a good driver. And, you know, I can whip a car and whip a vehicle, you know, going backwards. I'll look over my shoulder. Like, I don't look at a screen. Like, that doesn't really even help me. I do it perfectly just fine without looking at a screen. But when you have a trailer on the back and you want to see what's back there, you know, these what do you call, these boat ramps, they get really dark, you know, when you're launching early and stuff like that. And so that could actually be helpful. Uh, so yeah, that's cool. All right, I think I rambled long enough. This is a really long video, but that is it. This is a pretty big thing for me. I've never actually bought a brand new vehicle before. I've always got used vehicles. I've always known mechanics and stuff like that, so it's always been better for me. But down here in Florida, like up in Maryland, they have Maryland inspection, and if you buy a Maryland inspected vehicle, it's a good vehicle. Down here, they don't have inspection, and like there's not even much that they can do as far as like the lemon laws go. Like you can get sold a junky car, um, and if like there's details about it, but they can mess with you pretty bad. I've bought some bad vehicles down here in Florida, and yeah, so I finally have a brand new vehicle and a good vehicle, and that's the way to go for me, especially living down here in Florida. And yeah, so it's a nice buy, nice purchase. We did good, and I think this is just the beginning. I'm probably gonna pimp out the trailer all black, make it look cool, maybe put some boxes on it, maybe put Real Journey on the side. I don't know. You're gonna have to stay tuned. We're definitely gonna do some things though. We're definitely gonna do a lot of kayak fishing out of that bad boy though. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Peace.